Hej, witam Was wszystkich serdecznie na moim kanale. Jestem Hinaczan i dalej Inkwizycja, tak jest. Skończyliśmy wielki bal ostatnio. I co? I jedziemy dalej. Co my tutaj mamy? Mamy znaleźć tych, jakim tam było? Sześć strażnicy. Dobra, tym się zajmę potem. Widzę, że parę nowości.
Now
Między
this
innymi
is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
salę zrobili. Okej, czyli możemy teraz się pobawić i się pobawimy ustawieniami ozdób. O, jest jakieś zadanie tutaj. Okej, siadamy. Ciekawe kogo? Czyżby... Aha, by nie znaleźli tego burmistrza.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy
Ale
avoided.
czasem jest spokój.
So they ask that we judge her.
This is supposed to make sense. I'm judging a box.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Nic.
Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon? Guilty. Your claims are forfeit. I assume, Josephine, this is enough?
Quite, Inquisitor. And again, my apologies.
Tego jeszcze nie było. Nigdy nie sądziłam w życiu w żadnej grze trup. Dobra, udajmy się trochę porobić. Zobaczymy, czy mogę coś wykrawić. Przede wszystkim zdobienia sali. Bo są lekko takie.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
What's with scalding?
Wystrój, na pewno nie to. Ale już możemy troszeczkę podstawowe. Federalskiego, Andreskiego zaskonu, wolnych marchi, nie, te wolne marchi. Okej, myślę, że to będzie. Coś mamy nowego. To mi się podoba, to nie. To też tak się nieznany. Tron smoczej patrzy też nie za bardzo. Inkwizycji mi się nie podoba. Mamy jeszcze czasynu, też mi się nie podoba. Stronę nie wybraliśmy. Zobaczę, czy możemy coś z łuczkiem zrobić. Dalej nic. A w ogóle to ja pójdę zobaczyć moją salę. Pokoje mieszkalne. Dobra. Muszę zrobić stworzyć. Po co mi zręczność? Dobra, dajmy to. No, niezła, ale za bardzo mi taka... A ja się dowiem, gdzie mi ten kolor wskakuje? Się nie dowiem. Dobra. O, proszę, tu już wiem, gdzie ten kolor wskakuje. Okej, to tu też wiemy, gdzie ten kolor wskakuje. Wiem, że ta jedwab mi się podoba. Sami mi się podoba. Sypot. Velvet. Okej. Myślę, że sami wybiorę. A to co daje? Aha. Okej, a tu? Okej. I spróbujemy maskę. A, okej, to już widzimy, gdzie zmieniamy. Dobra. Ja coś bardziej pod biały. Może by kolor włosów, że tak powiem. Myślę, że to będzie. Dzisiaj, tak jak zapytałam, bierze mi się za romans z kulem. Przegapiłam tańc z kulem. Kurde. Coś mi jakoś nie idzie z tym romansem, ale teraz dam z siebie wszystko. Ale najpierw z ciekawości pójdę zobaczyć moją komnatę. Na pewno już jest tam przejście, można się tam dostać. Idziemy ogarnąć komnatę. Nie będzie pewnie jakaś ekstra. Ła, szybie mi. A w ogóle zobaczmy. Ornate. O, taki typ. O, takie stoły. Bardziej wytworne. Okej, to mi pasuje. Pasuje mi. Pokoje mieszkalne. O. Really ładujesz? A tu jeszcze widzę jakoś tak nie do końca dokończone roboty. Chyba już lepiej tu nie będzie wyglądać.
They have certainly spared no expense.
Patrzcie, jak fajnie wygląda. Moje własne mieszkanko. Pracuje się jak w Simsach. Wow, jakie widoki. Wow, wow, wow. Nie udało mi się. Okej. A, bo tam są te schody, okej. Dobra, mam ulepszenia. Nie pomyślałam, że tutaj mogą być ulepszenia. Okej. Idziemy Kulena znaleźć i zająć się lekko ulepszeniami. Poza tym mam tu questowi matki
There is
Żel
something
z
I
nim.
wish to discuss, Inquisitor. My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the De Winter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
Familiar? We've never met, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm suggesting nothing. I'm only curious whether you know of his situation. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for. Is it?
Widać, Dorian ma ciężką sytuację rodzinną.
What's the chance about this? I never
Hello.
paid it.
Honored to
Assholes
help with
kicked in the maker's door.
Widzę, że Morgana to... Znaczy Morrigan. O Jezu, dalej jest w tym zajebistym skinie. O, jeszcze filmy mam sobie.
Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear
Nie
to you.
lubiłam
I
chociaż to
appreciate
zbyt
whatever help you can give
sarkastyczna
us.
i
Some
tajemnicza.
might think
Ale
Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
dobra, Salwa może poczekać, kurde, znajdziemy. Zaś mi się nic nie ładuje. O co chodzi w tym, że to ja nie rozumiem. Czas jest tak pięknie, a potem bum i nie ładuje. Widzę, że ktoś tam ma kostałkę, ja zaraz go też weźmie.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Please, don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
We should spend more time together.
I would like that.
Me too.
You said that. We should finish our game, right? My turn? I believe this one is yours. Well played. We shall have to try again sometime.
Romansik się rozkręca. Mam nadzieję, że jest w jego pomieszczeniu, a nie gdzieś daleko, daleko i znowu bym musiała do niego truchtać. Chyba muszę jakoś ruszyć.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
I thought we could talk. Alone.
Nareszcie, nareszcie,
I mean,
nareszcie,
of
nareszcie.
course.
Nareszcie, romansik. Szkoda, że te romanse są
It's a
mało
nice
widowiskowe.
day.
Mogłyby być
What?
lepsze. O wiele lepsze.
There was something you wished to discuss.
On jest takiego... Tam.
Cullen, I care for you, and
What's wrong?
you left the Templars, but do you trust mages? Could you think of me as anything more?
I could. I mean, I do think of you, and what I might say in this sort of situation.
O, on jest goczym.
What's stopping you?
Takie
You're the
zawstydzą.
Inquisitor. We're at war, and you... I didn't think it was possible.
And yet I'm still here.
So you are. It seems too much to ask, but I want to.
Czasem
Commander,
wojny.
you wanted a copy of Sister Leliana's report.
What?
Sister Leliana's report? You wanted it delivered without delay.
Wściekły.
Or to your office. Right.
Uciekaj, człowieku.
If you need to...
I to ja rozumiem.
I'm
To ja.
sorry. That was, really nice.
You don't regret it, do you?
No. No. Not at all.
Ciekawe, czy jeszcze coś mogę teraz.
I hoped you'd stop by.
Do you have some time?
Is there something on your mind?
Think you could slip away?
I believe so. Wait for me.
Ale to... Dobra, idziemy innego gadu. Zobaczmy, co komu nawija.
What are you doing?
Listening.
Śmieszne kapela.
Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond. Lips scalded as I sip. Warmth blossoms. First kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills. Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Can you do something for her?
Yes.
Ten to jest niezłe znikanie.
It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Zobaczymy, jak to pójdzie.
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault.
Dobrze.
She doesn't blame herself anymore?
Not as much. It was bouncing around inside her, closing up into a ball of wrong. Now it's open. She'll get it out.
Well done.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Może jesteś dziwny, ale lubię cię. Jest taki spokojny, taki miły. Taką dobrą duszeczką jest. Dobra, udamy się. Idziemy do Sery z nią pogadać. No to ona ma questa.
One for the Empress. For Gaspard. Brianna. The Duchess. And Christopher. Right in the dangle bag.
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Shirel that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say and do. Ugh, you know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. Don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss up wasn't
a
in the
ona jeszcze
middle.
związana.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
Jest świrska, jest szalona, ale nie są sobie.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
So,
but
that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
I've got no problem with normal magic, but Tevinter goes beyond all reason.
I know, right? The Vints are always pushing.
Nic ciekawego nie ma dla mnie tylko. Idziemy.
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing,
Zobaczmy, co...
I can't recall where I heard that.
O, jest.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra?
A, jest
The
ubrania.
clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
What's going on now?
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
The Chantry has failed, Cassandra.
It is disheartening that a believer would say that. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
We have more important things to worry about right now.
One day we must turn our thoughts to what comes after.
But that's not today.
I suppose that is true. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority. Something in particular you require?
I see I'm intruding. I'll be on my way.
No, wait. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I don't expect you to understand. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Nie, Macieka sam za tyle dać się mogę. Nie fajnie zaklinować. To jest ciekawe, czemu się zaklinowałam? Tego nie wiem.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems. It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
I'll leave you to your work.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My, yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the
Ja się
location of
zdobędę
its
do
lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Dobra, zostaje mi Solas i Warwick. Ale chyba tylko Solas.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
I hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option...
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Nor should you. You're not defined by the shape of your ears. They're not your people.
No, they are not. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Orlesian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Jeszcze zobaczę, co ma.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Playing the game was thrilling. We did just make history.
Indeed. Tales of this affair have begun circulating in Val Royeaux. Although I do wish Varric would show a bit more restraint in his accounts of the evening.
Dobra, idziemy zwać. Dobra, tu mamy pierścionek. Pas skupienia twarzy tak średnio. Kontynuuję dochodzenie. Aha, czy jeszcze muszę... Niech ona się tym zajmie. Wąż. I... Nadzieję, że co? Dobra. Zróbmy to. Odblokujmy sobie. Nie mamy już wodzy 20. Zobaczymy 20. Ok.
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires. Inquisitor?
To work?
Okej, potem się zajmiemy tym. Dobra. I trzeba by było ruszyć. Mapa świata. Okej. Wiecie co? Zasięgnie. Dobra, tu mamy zbadane. Tu nam zostaje smok. Kesut zrobione. Jesteś smok. Święty Roman. Nie byłam tu jeszcze. Szmaragdo. Przemiennik. Lecząca pustkowia. Tutaj byliśmy. Dobra. Jakiego by tu smoka zrobić? Może idziemy do kresu. Co wy na to? Spróbujemy tego zrobić. Powiem, że nie widziałam nic dodatkowego, więc powinno się udać. Tak, myślę, że powinno się udać. A Jezus Maria, to ładowanie jest masakra. Dziękować. No. Będę trochę unikać niepotrzebnej walki, żeby mieć full shot. Ale postać teraz mi zajebiście wygląda. Żeby poznać więcej tych korzeni. Przede wszystkim gra zapisać. O proszę, siedzi sobie bestia. Przedtem spała stanowała, a teraz co tu siedzi? No. Yep. Byku, teraz twoja kolej. Okej, no to co? Na spotkanie ze śmiercią idziemy sam. O, pod... pachnie. Jezu, wygraliśmy, ludzie, wygrali.
Big heroes, us. That was great.
Wow, wow, wow. Śmierć i poświęcenie. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. O. O. Zbroję dostaliśmy jakąś. Serio. Ale niezłe na szesie. ale jest słabsza niż to, co ma, ale więcej dostaje, więc trudno. No cóż, moi drodzy, udało nam się pokonać naszego pierwszego smoka. Myślę, że w następnym odcinku weźmiemy się na smoka na zaziemiu, bo chyba ma trochę niższy level, pewnie około 12. Więc zabierzemy się za tego cudownego smoczka. Tak będę co prawda przyzywał pewnie te małe, bo tam było pełno tych małych smoczątek. Ale jakoś sobie damy radę. Myślę, chyba, prawdopodobnie. No dobra, kochani, no to będzie na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek Wam się podobał. Jeśli tak, to proszę zostawcie lajka, subskrypcję, komentarze też oczywiście, mile widziane. O, tu jeszcze coś. Patrzcie, no, kamień zlokalizowałam, a wydawało mi się, że byłam wszędzie, ale uciekam pewnie stąd, bo bałam się, że to jest mokrusz na mnie. A okazało się, że sobie znacznie maleństwo spamu. Myślałam, że tutaj jest zioło epickie, a tu jest pełno tego embriona, jak to się zwało. Poczekajcie, jeszcze zanim pójdę, zobaczymy sobie tutaj piękny widok, patrzcie. No ta dama jest olbrzymia, nie powiem. No dobrze, no kończymy na dzisiaj, tak jest, kończymy, za późno już jest za drugi odcinek, zaraz Wam się nie będzie chciało tego oglądać. Więc tak jak mówiłam, zostawcie lajka, subskrypcję, komentarz też mile widziany, no i do następnego odcinka, hejo.